What's it like living on a tiny island / snicker?
We were talking about this last night, weren't we?
It's kind of weird because, I mean, am I lagging to you, or do I just let me just get rid of this? I think it's just lagging
just a little bit. Your audio's not bad though.
Yeah, all right. I'll just go with that then. While the thing, yeah. The weirdest thing about living on an island, the weirdest thing about living in England is, in America, when I'm over in America on a GPS, you can put in a route, and it might say you have to stay on a certain route, like an interstate thing for like 900 miles, whereas you can't drive from one end of the UK to the other end without falling off after 815 odd miles, because there is no more of it. So the best thing about the UK, however, is that we can get to Europe really easy, which is awesome. We can just go on the Channel Tunnel, which is awesome to be able to like get on a train in London and just go underneath the channel, which is like 6 or 7 miles, and then pop up in Europe. That's kind of cool. That's probably the coolest thing about living in England.
Yeah, we did a little pre-show interview thing last night. We got together and talked, and we figured out on Google Maps it's 868 miles from Land's End to the furthest north piece of Scotland you can drive to. Right.
Yeah. I've never done that, actually. I would love to do it. There's so many places I haven't been to in the UK yet. It is kind of tiny. But I don't know. I kind of lived here long. The one thing I don't like about the UK is the weather. Our weather sucks. I've literally just had a month of rain. A month solid of rain, which just, it's enough to drive anybody spare. Like, there's probably a lot of people say I would love to have some rain, but I can't deal with the rain. Too much of it.
For years I've had this kind of unspoken, well, it's going to be spoken in public now, but I've kind of had this unspoken thought that the reason that the Europeans came over and basically stomped the crap out of the Native Americans is that the Europeans spent hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, but thousands of years, developing society in these atrocious weather conditions. Loads of rain and just cold weather and just crappy weather. Meanwhile, the weather in the United States is pretty nice most places year round, until you get up into Minnesota and, the north of Maine. And so, like when it's reasonably sunny most of the year and hot in the summer and mild in the winter, maybe you don't have so much incentive to develop the railroad and the cannon.
I think it's complete. I think the thing about weather now is completely changing with the, regardless of where you stand on the fence of like climate change and things like that. Like the weather systems of the world now are just crazy. Like I've literally never seen weather systems like we see now. Like they're just, I can't plan anything. I literally can't plan anything. I kind of see the world as survival now in terms of the next 4, 5, 10 years. I kind of like, when I get sunshine, I literally want to go and chase that sunshine down. I want to move somewhere where I can be there for 3 months or 6 months and then move on somewhere else where there's like more. Oh, I like that. We treat one pot harp. Yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to jump into conspiracy theories, but yeah. Yeah, weather systems. I do suffer from sad disorder, I think. If I have too much grey, miserable, rainy weather, I just get really fed up. And I kind of like to be in the sunshine. It kind of activates me. Yeah, so that traveling thing is part of my plan over the next couple of years to come.